If you're here right now and you're about to listen to me yap at a camera for the next 10 to 15 minutes, it's because you are either one of two people. You are either a closer who's struggling to hit those consistent 15 to 20K months, or you're a high ticket coach who's struggling to hit those 100, 150 to 200K months. Or maybe you're a mixture of both. Maybe you're the high ticket coach, but you're the one who's taking all of the sales calls, and again, you're struggling to hit those 100K plus months. If you're either of these two people, you are in the right place. What I've done is I've put together an entire framework that's led to me collecting millions of dollars in this high ticket space over the last 2 years and has allowed my clients to be able to do the same and consistently get to 6-figure months themselves. What we're about to go through here is the secret to 3xing your cash over the next 90 days or less by using psychology-based triggers and frameworks. If you're in high ticket sales, or if you've taken a high ticket sales call over the last 2 years, you've probably realized that it's harder than ever to close a deal, especially on the first call. But there's an explanation for that. As soon as you start the call and you sound like every other salesperson that they've ever heard, you've already lost. Everyone's heard the same script over and over, the same question, the same tonality over and over again, and they're just expecting to get pitch slapped, which creates a few problems that are probably making your skin crawl. The first one is that you're spending money on ads, appointment setters, and every deal that you don't close is costing you money and is costing your appointment setter money too. It's literally burned cash, and nothing will make your blood boil more than going into your next call after having faced some brain dead objection that you didn't overcome. The second one is having somebody that you know can help, someone who the problems that they have are problems you have heard a million times, but you cannot get them out of their own way. You can't do the right things, say the right things to shift this person's beliefs and get them out of their own way to get them the help that you know you can give them. And then the last thing is feeling like you're running these great calls, they're saying the right things, you're checking all the boxes, but then once the price drops, all of that is out the window. But you're about to unlock more sales, more money, and overall more fulfilling business, change more lives by implementing a sales process that is rooted in psychology and helps prospects make their own decision to work with you. So yes, that means no more feeling exhausted at the end of the day after going toe-to-toe in these boxing matches with all your prospects and feeling like you need to beat leads into submission to buy. So no more of that. And this isn't just a claim. These are psychologically based triggers that have been proven time and time and time again. For example, let's take Adavi. He sells a program that helps doctors overcome burnout. They have a ton of testimonials. They've changed tons and tons of lives, but for some reason, he was stuck at the 30 to 50K a month mark for close to a year. And he was struggling to challenge prospects on the call and close them on the call to change their fucking life. After 3 months of implementing this framework, he has 3x'd his cash in less than 90 days of implementing this. Last month, he did over 150K cash from being stuck at 35 to 50. Or let's take Chris. Chris has a program that teaches people how to break into tech sales. Chris was stuck at a 20% close rate for months. Again, great service that's helped hundreds of people get their dream job. Chris is super experienced in his field. He's worked for some of the biggest tech companies in the planet, but he was losing a ton of money to the dreaded I need to think about it. And in less than 2 months of implementing the frameworks that I taught him, his close rate went from 20% to over 70% in 6 weeks. And the list goes on, including myself. If you're sitting here and wondering, who is this dude barking at a camera? My name's Nick. Some people call me the King Von looking sales guy. And if you haven't already seen my interview with Jeremy Minor, these triggers took me from being a depressed dishwasher, scrubbing gum off of plates, working at 2 different restaurants, and door dashing, going to school for something I did not want to do, in the middle of nowhere, Delaware, to becoming an award-winning sales expert and getting cool shit like this, moving into my dream apartment here in Miami, taking my family on fun vacations, and not only doing this for me, but helping clients 3x as many deals that they're getting by doing the exact same thing. So here's what you'll get inside. The psychologically based framework that flips surface level conversations into deep emotional confessions. The objection obliteration library to melt objections without memorizing any salesy phrases and live objection handling breakdowns from real calls. The ditch the pitch presentation framework to fit your solutions directly into your leads challenges. The disqualification process to shield your calendar from broke leads and what to do with them instead, and being able to open wallet somebody, know their exact credit score, exact money that they have without raising resistance. The authority hacking framework to automatically build your frame and trust with prospects so that they can follow your lead and expertise effortlessly. Why building rapport kills sales in the first 2 seconds of the call, and the 2-step line to get prospects to spill their desires to you. The copy and paste question framework that instantly puts leads into a decision-making state. How to agitate problems and twist the knife without building the gap and doing very obviously salesy things and sounding like a fucking used car salesman. The tough love tactic that challenges your prospects, forces them to take extreme ownership of their situation, and has them begging for change and begging for your solution. And as a bonus, I threw in the inner game mastery course. That's pretty much the sales behind sales, everything that's happening off of the call, to instantly download a high energy version of yourself, high output, and a bulletproof mindset. Sales is not easy. This is how you stay in the game. So don't wait. Stop losing money to simple things. If you implement what I'm teaching here, you will at minimum make an additional sale that you wouldn't have made each week. So again, don't wait, stop losing money, and I will see you on the inside.